Welcome to another episode is What is Your Story? Where we feature a business that tells us about their story, how long they've been in business, and what they like about what they do, and what their vision is. And today, I'm very proud to introduce you to one of the top cleaning service businesses here in Coachella Valley, Gabby from Jay One Stop Cleaning. Welcome, Gabby.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, Gabby, tell us about you. What is your story? Everybody has a story, so you must have a story about your business and how you started your business and how long you've been in business and what is your vision going forward.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, my story. I started helping my husband clean houses because we were in a need and not because we wanted to choose that career path. That was the last thing I wanted to do. I've always had office work, office jobs. So for me to be on the other side of things was a little bit different, but I did realize from the get-go, once I started helping him and cleaning houses, the benefit of just being self-employed and managing your schedule and that having a little bit of liberty was way better than being stuck at an 8 to 5 job. Where you had to request for time off or get permission to, be off on this day. So I found that having that freedom was very liberating, but also very challenging because, it's as a self-employed person or someone that has a business or is trying to get things going, you don't know where your next customer is going to come from, which means you don't know if you're going to have the money to pay this bill or this other bill or that, right? So that was challenging, but I never gave up. I've always just kind of looked beyond what can we do to make this better and bigger and make it more profitable for us. And I'm always learning from other people and trying to find ways that I can continue to develop myself so I can not only be a resource for others, but also, benefit our family and kind of keep going up the ladder, right? So for me, at one point throughout cleaning houses and getting, some customers, building customer relationships and learning the ropes of how it works to, turn a self-employed business to an actual business. It took some time me researching, but I found somebody that could kind of coach me along the way and show me what they've done. They've grown their business over $1 million a year in revenue. And actually now she's at 2.5 million. So she's at the top 1% of all industries in the cleaning world for that category. So I felt this lady was someone that could teach me the ropes and show me what I needed to do. So just like any naive person, could have done is, and I say naive because it was a big investment for us to invest a large amount of money at that time without knowing if the results were going to be good for us, right? But it's like we have to invest in order to gain, and that's a topic we're talking about, that you have to invest if you're not only on yourself, but in something that is going to give you a return on your investment. And I think a lot of people are afraid to do that because, they don't have the money. They'll come up with excuses. They don't have the money or they can't afford this and that. But, I'd rather be broke for a short amount of time than being broke for the rest of my life. So if that's the sacrifice that it takes, then that's what we had to do. And I always had an entrepreneur spirit, and If we put it on a credit card, that's what we're going to do, but we're going to get ahead. And I know that eventually we're going to make something bigger out of it, which we have. In 3 years, we've grown our business so much. And now it self-runs. I don't clean houses. My husband doesn't clean houses. We have employees that take care of everything, from taking care of the customer from the phone call all the way down to signing them up for recurring services and building stability with our employees and building great team culture. So I have that because I invested in something great. And, if anything, if there's anything I could say is that don't be afraid to invest in yourself and in your business, because the only thing you're going to get a return on, just like real estate, is your business. And for me, I always like to give myself a 3-month try. So I'm going to invest in something. I'm going to give it a try. Within 3 months, it has to be producing me something. And if it doesn't, then I kind of have to cut it off, right? But I know that there's value and, in something that I know that it's that it takes time. I know there's value in it. So I continue to put my money into situations or in places that is going to help us get there. So, I guess that's just my story. And we're just getting ready to open up our second location in Texas. We moved from the Coachella Valley because we wanted to move to a bigger city. So we landed in Houston, and where there's over 2 million people living here. My goal is to take our second business over $1 million within 3 years. And because I have the right systems in place and the right processes and the right people, and I know what it takes to build a business, I know that I'm going to hit that goal. It's just a matter of getting things started and putting action in place, right? And building that momentum. So that's where we are right now. And we are just, looking forward to that journey.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. What amazing story that we just heard. Much for coming on this episode. And we really enjoyed listening to your story, Gabby. Leave us with one last word of advice, if you may.
One word of advice.
Yeah.
Well, don't give up. I say life is tough and things are going to come your way, but, just believe in yourself and believe that everything's going to work out, because, there's a bigger purpose. If you started this, if you're building a business, or if you're in the process of starting a business, you have that dream for a reason, and never give up on your dreams, because eventually your dream is going to flourish. And believe in yourself, because when others are not, you're going to be the only one to pick up yourself and say, I've made it here. So that's my goal and I don't know, my advice.
That's great advice. Well, thank you for coming on this episode again. And everyone, reach out to Gabby, support local businesses, J1 Stop Cleaning, and